What's good, y'all? Happy
Thank you.
Thursday. Happy Boxum office hours. Good to see all you guys. Sweet. If you guys are watching on the replay, make sure you check out a free trial of Boxum in the description. It's the best way to send FBA shipments, track your profit, all that good stuff. And yeah, let us know what Amazon questions you guys got. It's a beautiful day to be making some profit on Amazon, and we're happy to help. Let us know what we can help you guys out with, whether it's Amazon, Boxum, anything like that.
Oh yeah, sounds good. What up, Sadiq?
What's good, Sadiq?
Everyone, check out Sadiq's page as well. He got some great videos as well too, and just follow him on socials as well. I have lots. Fire away, Raphael. Raphael, I think you were in the Seller Amp stream on Tuesday as well. So yeah, whatever questions you got, feel free to let us know. Okay, you're in the roadmap course too. Sounds good. Yeah. Either way, whatever questions you got, please feel free to let us know. Love to jam and help you get it set up in the right direction for Q4. And that goes for any of y'all watching this, man. Y'all let us know how we can help and everything like that. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. And then, so we got the Boxum office hours on Tuesday, Seller Amp Seller Hour on, or Boxum office hours on Thursday, Seller Amp Seller Hour on Tuesday. What's up, Miles? What's up, Shay? Cool. All right, sweet. How are you, my dear brother? Yeah, Warner, how are you, my dear brother?
We living?
Life
is good. Life's good.
Sounds good. Hello, been out of the game for a long time, dude.
Welcome back.
Out my Amazon account has been turned off. So dealing with that, yeah, that's good because it actually saved you money while you were inactive, basically, and everything. So yeah, just get it set up. It'll be nice and easy right there. What if there's?
I remember seeing you on a lot of streams, man. Glad you're glad you're back. Hope everything's all good there, and yeah, hopefully that counts nice and back for you pretty soon here.
What if there's only one seller and they have 100% of the buy box, not the brand? Check if it's a seller that potentially has an exclusive with that brand. For example, like look up just on the Amazon search page, the brand's name, and see if all of those listings are dominated by that seller, in which case they probably have an exclusive on that. What are your thoughts on that, Q Warner?
Yeah, I mean, if it's always had a buy box and it's 100%, you probably can't get any rotation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see where they only give the buy box to like one seller who's like a exclusive partner, and they sold it like months ago, and then it still says 100% because it's suppressed the rest of the time. Make sure it's not that, but if there's always a buy box, and probably can't make any sales there.
What exactly do I submit to Amazon if using Walmart to Ungate? The email confirmation doesn't have my full name and item description. The web receipt doesn't have Walmart's info. Want to make sure it's right. Yeah, use the web receipt for that. Yeah,
the one from your orders tab is what I'll usually use, Victor.
Yeah,
if I'm ripping a Walmart Ungate. Yeah.
So either one, honestly, Victor. Yeah, and that's it's weird because like obviously that goes against conventional wisdom, and that like Amazon technically doesn't. They say that stuff doesn't work in like the rules, for example, but it does here. Hi, Miles. What's up? Do you sell in other countries? Nah, I'd recommend turning off Mexico and Canada. Yeah,
there's a lot of like hidden fees and like random little like nuances. Example I use, like you have to have French on groceries that end up in Canada, specifically Quebec. Like there's a lot of random stuff to think about.
Is it worth it to ungate a product if it's $300 and I need 2 invoices? Only if that product's going to make you some good profit and everything. Yep.
Do an FBM for Q4. Good. That is the game plan. I've been seeing a lot of questions on like when to start shipping and that kind of stuff as well, which I think is great. Yep. All of y'all should be switching heavily to FBM in the middle of November, if not sooner. Just keep in mind that, like if you're shipping like Black Friday purchased inventory, especially to FBA, don't like rely on that selling during Q4. But you're asking about box dimensions for FBM. You can actually just buy like some of the more standard sizes. You'll see like some of them are highlighted on Uline, like the cheaper per box. And then if you're like really worried about it, you can see like the dimensions of your item. You can buy like the right size box that way, but don't sweat over like specific box sizes and stuff too much.
Oh yeah. If I buy 10 food/drink products, do I get Ungated for all food stuff? Nope, just that brand. Yeah, the biggest issue is getting companies to allow me to sell. Check out the YouTube video I posted like a week ago that's on auto Ungate sourcing. It's going to be on a bunch of products you can sell, right from the get-go, at least on most accounts and everything here. You look so beautiful and your eyes look like a deep blue sea. My TikTok viewers probably think that I am lying, but that is an actual comment that just came through on YouTube.
I appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah. Will you scale faster OA or wholesale? It really depends on your skill set, but in terms of speed, probably OA. In terms of sustainability, probably wholesale. But it really just depends on like what you like doing more. You know what I mean? It's kind of the way I think about it in regards to that. Like both of them work phenomenally well. It's whatever you'll enjoy working on and just do a ton, basically, is what's going to see this highest output.
Yeah, people scale businesses that we both would never try to scale, right? Like people out here slinging multi-millions in books. It's whatever you like sticking with.
Yeah.
But you're definitely going to get off the ground faster with OA just because there's no lead times and that kind of stuff to worry about like there's with wholesale.
Yeah. 3 days, no sales, new account. Need some more context on that one. Are you listed FBM? Are you showing as featured, offered, eligible for those items? You very well might not be. You know what I mean? Are they listings that actually sell? Like need a little bit more context on those guys. Here we go from Raphael. What's the best way to unlock beauty? Will many major brand or will Burt's Bees unlock many brands or just Burt's Bees? So Burt's Bees will just do Burt's Bees. The beauty category, however, is most likely an auto Ungate. Honestly, so you can probably sell that right away from the get-go, Raphael.
Yeah, if not, then use that Burt's Bees invoice you're talking about. Yeah,
100%.
Saw somebody talking about the sky is always falling on the Seller Central forums. Don't general good advice is to ignore. It's like the same 20 profiles that have been saying the sky is falling for 5 years now. It's funny to see over the last couple of years here. Just business as usual. Keep doing what's working.
How do I get traditional vendor accounts to set myself for business credit cards as an Amazon FBM seller to qualify for business credit? You're completely overthinking it. If you have a decent credit score, like personal credit score, you're almost certainly going to get approved for business credit cards. That's not necessarily us telling you to use it, but that is the reality of the situation in respect to that from our experience.
Yeah, roll with like an Amex Biz Blue if you don't have any business credit. They've literally approved somebody whose LLC was less than a day old, like same day LLC approved.
It's your APR too.
They're instantly giving out credit, which you gotta love Amex for it.
Yep. Do you have a mentor program? What's involved in that? Yeah, shoot me a DM on Instagram if you're interested in that. Do you have a repricer like BQ or Amazon? Yeah, don't use the Amazon repricer, but you do want to be using your repricing software. There's a couple good ones out there and everything. How do you disable your Mexico and Canada? If you just honestly, I mean, if you just Google like how to disable Mexico and Canada, you're going to see like the Google AI is going to tell you like exactly how to do it. But in short, it's in your settings. Essentially, you deactivate them.
Yeah, it's just like one big switch, Joey.
Yeah.
Big brands closed for Q4, so it's not accepting up. Yeah, some brands are like that. Not sure if they'll come back next year, but luckily there's still several thousand good brands you can sell profitably.
I don't have Instagram currently. Okay, yeah, YouTube. You can find me on YouTube too. We're actually on YouTube Live right now as well too, and with TikTok. So, Christo, that's going to give you a bunch of good free content as well. Warner, if someone could watch only one of your videos on YouTube and you can't say the free course, what would you say?
That's a cheat code, I guess.
For sure. No, I mean that's definitely like the one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you just watch any sourcing video, especially like the recent ones. That's all that. That's like sourcing. That's the massive skill right there.
Yep, FBM sourcing as well. Coming back, I truly need you guys to adapt to me or need some direct coaching. I'm too old to take the scenic route again. Warner last time. Cool. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So one, never say you're too old, right? There's 80-year-old presidential candidates that are flying around the country.
You can still have young energy. Yeah, you can still. I do some calls, but I don't do mentorship anymore, man.
Yeah. Can you get unlocked for items that you buy from Marshalls? Not really Marshalls. You can buy them online though. So like Costco, Sam's Club online for sure. Yeah, because those are massive wholesalers. So like by definition from Amazon, that's exactly what they want. You to be, or that's exactly where they want you to be buying from.
Yep. Yeah, Raphael, check your email. We emailed them to you.
Yeah. Would you recommend FBM over FBA in Q4 due to high demand for products to list on time? 100% agreed. That's a phenomenal take right there. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be listing by listing specific, but if you can see other people FBMing a listing, you'll most likely be able to as well. And it's probably going to make sense to you this time of year because it just makes a lot more sense to, to sell an item today rather than wait a couple weeks for it to check in FBA.
Yeah. Somebody earlier was asking, they had a package show up to Amazon for a couple days, not selling it. It's got some Halloween stuff in there. Yeah. So as far as like selling specific holiday stuff, you generally want to ship that off to FBA like at least 3 or 4 weeks before the actual holiday, just because check-in times can take a little bit longer.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tossing some shipping through Boxum so you get those 2D barcodes and make it a little bit faster. But at this point, it's just kind of up to Amazon at this point. Next holiday, like Christmas, great example. If you're a couple weeks within like the actual holiday, just FBM it all. That way you would know you can be able to sell it on time.
Yep. If I have a budget for proc, should I wait till Black Friday to stock up? Most likely, yes, actually, after like November 10th or November 15th, because there's some really, really good early Black Friday sales between like November. It's just easier to say November 1st, honestly, but like November 2nd or 3rd in past years and like November 15th. But then between, November 15th and Black Friday, it actually makes sense to keep the capital a little bit more dry powder and everything. Yeah.
A lot of the websites will have like basically nothing on sale during that period too, because they would have just ran an awesome pre-Black Friday and the best sales of the year on the horizon. So it's like it gets a little bit harder to spend money too. That's another big thing. Like as you guys are going out and looking, like just remember some days you're going to be able to deploy like every website you're able to find stuff. Some days it's just kind of not a lot of stuff on sale. So don't feel super discouraged if some days it's super easy and some days it's feel a little tricky, because it's just kind of how it rolls.
Any brands in specific to Ungate the toys category, it's honestly going to be just whatever you find profitable is going to make the most sense to use for that. KR, can you explain the difference between invoice and receipt for getting ungated? Is important? Absolutely not. Nope. There's no difference right there. Yeah. As far as Amazon's concerned, and we know that off of quite literally tens of thousands of data points.
Yep. If you're holding on to products for FBM, how do you know when a sale is? Yeah, well, it'll show up on your Seller Central dashboard. It's honestly like doing FBM shipping is extremely simple. Like you'll see it once you get those items listed, like listed all through Boxum, so you can have all the costs nicely stored and all that kind of stuff. Profit is correct, and then when it sells, you just go on Seller Central to say like orders to ship, 20 or something like that, and then you just punch in like dimension, weight, that kind of stuff. That way you get the insured shipping through Amazon as well.
How to get buy box to continue to match? Yeah, if you're priced competitively and you're FBM and it's listing other folks are getting sales on FBM, getting buy box share on FBM, you'll be able to as well.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that coming up. It's kind of already starting to pop. You'll see FCs getting busier and busier, and as they get busier, they start to favor more FBM buy boxes. And even like this time of year, it already starts kicking in because people are shipping way more stuff in preparation of lots of FBA sales. So you'll start to see more items that get FBM friendly, which is very nice. Trying to get those quick sales, prove the concept, that kind of stuff. Good energy from
seriously good energy.
Kalia. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I pray and hope everyone gets successful, sending blessings and positivity to everyone on the journey. If you can do it, just lock in. Zero lies told right there. Does it feel weird going into big box stores and scanning products? Do employees ever stop you? Well, it probably wouldn't feel weird to most of society to work a job they hate for 50 years. Therefore, your feelings shouldn't matter. Now, if we're completely speaking the truth, sometimes for sure.
Especially early on, you'll get people like, do you work here? Like,
you know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like you can choose to let your feelings affect you or not.
Yep. Yeah, talk to the employees and just be nice to them. Like a lot of times you can end up working some deals out. Make friends with the managers, that kind of stuff. Leave the store better than you found it. Yeah. Lots of good money to be made by making friends with the manager, saying, when do you start putting new sales stuff out? Or, I saw you got this item. Can you shoot me a message if you guys get any more of this? Like, I want more of it, that kind of thing. Right. And a lot of times, especially if it's like an outlet or clearance type store, that's what they're there for, is to get rid of stuff. So they'll like you if you play your cards right.
Yeah. What is Boxum? So Boxums are shipping, listing, and analytics tool we came out with a couple weeks or a couple months ago. If you just search like Boxum on YouTube, you'll find a couple tutorials on how it works. But it's basically like a hub to manage everything that's not product research in respect to your Amazon business. You can try it completely free for 2 weeks on boxum.com, and we got a ton of good features coming out. We actually got tipped off today that there's a couple features coming very soon.
Fun ones, yeah.
Super excited to share with y'all there.
Yeah, and also if you guys were waiting for it to switch over from an older, slower tool, we got nice, easy bulk cost importing too. Yep. So if you've been using something else for a while and you want to make shipments a lot faster than anything you're already using, it's a lot simpler. You ship all your like accounting data, that kind of stuff over to a Boxum. It's a lot easier now.
Ooh, this is a good one here. How many ASINs do you recommend to get to 10K sales per month? It's really going to depend on kind of just the quality of ASINs, right? Like the quicker you get rocking and rolling, you'll start to find some good ones pretty quick and everything. But in general, most likely somewhere between the ballpark of 20 and 50 ASINs. Do you list procs through Boxum? Yes. Yeah, Deal Hunter. That's like kind of the whole point of it. Yeah.
Yep. Cheaper, faster, easier to use. Yeah. Try switch to the free trial Deal Hunter, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer once you play around with it.
Yep. Greetings, guys. What up, Willie? Yeah, whatever questions y'all got. We got 20 of y'all here on TikTok as well. Any questions about selling on Amazon? Please let us know. We got the YouTube stream going too. I just posted a good new YouTube video as well. The new bundle, so the new bundle policy, it's basically that you can't bundle procs from different brands, which is good for brands for sure, and bad for sellers that were doing like branded bundle BS of like, a beautiful ramen
if y'all were doing what we've been helping you guys out with, and it doesn't affect it.
Yeah, it doesn't affect you at all. Yeah.
Like the 2-packs, the 3-packs, a shampoo and conditioner together, all those are still allowed as long as they're like the same manufacturer as the new rule, basically.
Yep. Hey guys, haven't been active in the group lately, but hit my 1-year anniversary, looking at almost 200K in sales. Bang. Hell yeah, Jonathan. Cool. He's a nature maxer too. That's what's up.
Good stuff, Jonathan.
The units on target I'm purchasing says shipped by a different brand. Will that invoice still work? Weird, but pretty much almost certainly right there. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Jonathan, on that pace, you can pop another you can probably pop another 100K by the end of the year with Q4 volume.
Bro, big time. Yeah, big time.
Definitely seen that. Definitely seen that.
This is absolutely the go time. What's Nifty split, Warner?
It's helpful with repricing. Were you looking at the curious on the tweet from earlier?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Joe, I just saw it. Yeah.
It's a separate tab that you open up, and then any link you click automatically goes to the other one. It's like a very minor thing, but it easily helps you like pop open the other page. I use it for like repricing, looking at prices and stuff.
Cool. When is Miles moving to the Ashton Martin residences? Warner actually got the penthouse already up there, so I'm I'm hoping someday he lets me sleep in one of the guest bedrooms.
Isn't that one? Isn't that one like 65 million?
It's something like that. Yeah. That shows brothers in the local Miami culture. I feel that. That dude. Shout out Boxum, bro. You feel me? Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you. Yeah, that no one was at basketball. The person who was commenting on the stream the other day was not at basketball, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll be there next time.
Yep. Does Amazon hold your first paycheck for a certain amount of time? They'll hold it for an extra 2 weeks on your very first paycheck. So usually you'll get paid every 2 weeks for the last 2 weeks of sales. So like 4 to 2 weeks ago, if that makes sense, kind of like looking at a calendar. And then after that first period where you have to wait a month, you'll get, the 2 weeks ago, basically. Yeah.
Yep. But someone else taking the call. Are you able to take it? So Arslan, I think you've been applying for a while here and there. So Aaron helps me out with that basically, and then I obviously help with our students right there. I'm trying to get rich like Miles. Let's get after it. So Sapphire. So I have a question. I'm new to the Amazon seller world. How would I get approved to sell items that are purchased from stores like Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx? A lot of products from those places will be smaller brands. Some of those are going to auto ungate. Otherwise, you'll just buy a cheap product online for it. Yeah.
You recommend offering free shipping for most states, but Hawaii. Yeah. You can do that. Just like heavily de-incentivize somebody from somewhere shipping will be very expensive to buy from you. Go to somebody else with a shipping template. It's not really dialed in like that.
Yeah. Is my first time doing FBM this Q4. Yes, sir. Your Zoom classes are very early, 6 p.m. I never make it. JP. So we have all the recordings up here as well too on that. What about Deer Films? Where can I get an invoice to Ungate then? I've never actually heard of that brand. I'm gonna Google it though and see.
I think it's a Kohl's brand. And anywhere you found them profitable.
Oh, so we got it. Yeah, Belk, Deer Forms. Damn, they got it on Walmart. All of the above, basically.
Yeah. Anywhere you found them. Yeah. Don't overthink like the invoicing and stuff. Just anywhere you found it profitably.
Yep.
What's a misbranded listing? What happens if you sell on one? So I'll check like on seller app top right, it'll tell you like the brand it is, or just like on the listing, it'll say brand and then whatever it is. Make sure it's not like some random, seller account's name, or if it says like generic, Either one of those is technically copyright infringement because you're pretending that the product you're selling is a brand that it's not. It's not super common. It's just like kind of on that checklist of things you want to look out for.
How to ungate Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is an interesting one because it's in store only. So like I'm positive someone's gotten approved just using the in store receipt and like pictures of the products and everything. Typically though, it just becomes an auto ungate for folks though. Yeah.
Yeah, pop a picture of the item with the receipt, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like I'm positive that would work.
Put it on a PDF if you submit it enough times.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, like there's so much you can do that's like super hyper intelligent, similar to that, you know.
Yeah, probably Raphael. Yeah, get some sales, Raphael. Don't overthink ungating and stuff. Just buy some stuff that's profitable, rip that as the invoice, and yeah, go from there.
Yeah. Right there. Let's see. All the brands are requiring approval for beginners. Definitely not all of them. Fahim, you should watch my auto ungate source tutorial. I posted it like a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Right there. But the cool thing is, if they require approval, that means you can get approved for it as long as you can see other people selling on those listings.
Yep. I don't think we got this, but very super cool guy. Interesting username. I like it. There, you're saying if a listing is a pack of 60, buy 6 units and sell it, or do you have to buy an actual 6-pack? Yeah, so most of the time you can just like bundle them together. But I also get that question a lot where it's like you just send a whole bunch in and they make the bundles for you, which is not the case. So you just need to make sure it's all in a box with like a sold as a set sticker on it, or in a like a poly bag with like the suffocation warning and stuff on it.
Yep. Have you ever been ungated with the Walmart invoice? Yep. I've actually used it for an authentic complaint too. I watched your 6-hour fruit course. It was so interesting. I learned a lot. Yes, sir. Check that out if you guys haven't already. You can just search Flips for Miles 6 hour on YouTube. Ooh, okay. Did we answer this one here? If a product is oh no, or
you go for it.
Oh, cool, sweet. Yeah. So like, as long as you can make sure it's still the same product, like the the label, it's oftentimes that'll happen on consumables. You should be good to go on that. Kind of just on that topic too, you'll see like bundle listings all the time these days too. Y'all always look up if there's bundle listings you can hop onto. Is a really good idea too. Right there. How do you pick whether to sell an item FBM or FBA? Good question. It's typically not actually down to the shipping costs and everything. Those pretty much tend to be the same thing typically. What makes a lot more sense to do instead is to actually just see if other people are FBMing that listing. Ideally, this time of year, you want to be FBMing as many listings as possible. And it pretty much just comes down to, are other people FBMing or not on that listing?
Yep. What's good, Amanda? You got a trademark doing some handmade. That's sick. That sounds like fun.
Where are we at with that here?
A few minutes ago.
What if you wrote the plastic? I mean, as long as it's not something that you would like hate to receive in the mail, you should be fine.
Yeah. Look a product up on Setup. Does it show up? What does that mean? It means that the product is either not listed on Amazon or it's not tied to like the UPC. I'm assuming you like scanned a barcode or something. You can punch in the title, or you can use like the AI image search as well. It's like on the app, little bottom right corner, it'll take a picture and it'll find the item with a little AI image matching as well.
Yep. So you guys started with a certain amount and watch your money go up and up throughout the years. I mean, that's really all you can do. You know what I mean? It's just do your best every day, find cool people to work with, innovate, find an edge, build proof of concept, slowly go harder over time. Yeah. I don't want my personal address visible, but I need to ungate. How do you guys do that? So I would not really worry about that at all. Yeah, obviously I completely get you worrying about it potentially though. Get a UPS box. Yeah, but if anyone who wants your address can already find it. But yeah, get a UPS box solves that pretty easy.
So would you be able to sell it? There's just no data on Keepa. If the product is not listed on Amazon, it's probably not worth the effort of listing it unless you have some kind of way to keep people off, which especially now that you can't do branded bundles, that doesn't exist unless you created the product.
When should I start FBMing? Probably like early August. Right there. So definitely now, you know what I mean? Like if you can see people FBM something, it totally makes sense to try it out FBM. Is the business address the one on Gate or the one on my seller profile? Either one honestly will work, but ideally the seller profile.
Yep. Is there a site you could share a good distributor? No one's going to give you like a distributor name, Bruno. It's also not valuable because if you have the distributor name of some of the biggest wholesale sellers out there, you haven't done the work of working with them for years, taking products that they didn't want, that kind of stuff, where they're earning that discount basically. So even if you got the best supplier names from the biggest wholesalers, it's probably not even going to make you any money. What you need to do is start in your local area, search whatever niche you want to start in, beauty distributors, Miami, Florida, beauty, grocery distributors, Seattle, Washington, wherever you're at and whatever you want to sell, and then start in your local area. Cheapest shipping basically, because they're going to be in your town, and then work out from there.
Do you do any mentorships? Yeah, man, for sure. Now's honestly the best time of the year to join that as well too. So just hit me up on Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, check the link in the description. I have a digital address, but they basically send back my product back to center. Can I use that that invoice? I really think you're overthinking it, man. That digital address isn't going to do much for you unless it's on your seller account. But if so, then you'll be good to go. Miles, your content is outdated. Amazon is restricting every name brand. If you watch any of my last couple of videos, every single one of those brands you're going to be able to apply for. Yeah. So like theoretically, like you're kind of right. Like they've done, 7 brands, but luckily there's a couple 100,000 other brands on Amazon.
Amazon dies every week if you listen to the comments in the seller forums anyway. So just remember that when you guys are looking out, think about the average person. When you're looking out around in public, you're like, all right, I can probably work a little bit harder. I'm probably a little bit smarter than this, right? So that's what you got to remember when you're looking at comment sections.
How do I avoid section 3? You don't really necessarily avoid it. You just buy from like legit places, and the more legit places you buy from, the less kind of potential you'll have to like get screwed over, basically. FBM, how do we get cheap labels? Just on Amazon, man. You just buy shipping on Amazon. Yeah.
Don't buy labels through some sketchy guy who hits you up on Instagram.
The guy in
fraud.
Africa. Yeah. Are you able to submit a purchase receipt for approval on a brand? That's actually the only way to do it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
I'd like tracking info if they're giving you a hard time, that kind of thing as well. If you're in Canada, you sell only to the US. That's what a lot of Canadian sellers end up doing. Just because the US market's a lot bigger. People like to spend money more here. There's more people, that kind of thing. But if you want to like get the ball rolling in Canada, that's a great idea. Just you're not having to mess with, like US business entities and that kind of stuff. Just get that proof of concept, and then you can roll into the US, get a prep center, just kind of keep it all in the US.
Do I still send FBA? I was thinking send all my Lego inventory for it to be good by Christmas. I think personally, if you're asking that question and you can FBM those listings today, it makes a lot more sense to just FBM those listings today. At this point though, you're probably like almost certainly that stuff should totally be checked in. So, if you want to FBA it, totally. But if people are already making money on those SKUs FBM, it makes a ton of sense to just sell them FBM today and then replan, restock, turn the capital a little quicker.
Yeah, probably get 2 sales cycles out of it instead of just one
or more, even potentially, if depending on how you're.
Yeah, a lot of that will probably go on Black Friday sale too. Lots of the like Lego, that kind of stuff. Should you use business address? So you just change your business address. Should you use the new one for invoicing? Yeah, exactly. Just because Amazon's going to look at your actual like your business account, and that's your only address basically in their eyes. And then they'll want to make sure that is matching for any like IP complaints or ungating or anything like that, for sure.
How can I save my KPF settings? I actually haven't really found a good way to do that besides just saving the URL, honestly.
Yeah, just save the URL, make a folder of them.
Yeah. So what should we be sending to FBA then? Because I heard many people saying states. Well, so people with experience will send stuff to sell it in December. But if you're a beginner, it just makes a lot more sense to just focus on quick flips, for example.
Yeah. And seasoned Amazon sellers probably have a lot more money than you too. So they can afford to let money sit on the sideline more than you can. You miss a lot of growth potential if you're not, trying to make sales now and during Christmas instead of just waiting for Christmas.
What if is an in-store purchase? Probably won't work then, Brendan. We've totally seen that stuff work, but typically it won't, unfortunately.
Yeah. If you're sourcing that kind of stuff, take a picture of the items next to the receipt in case they ever like ask for documentation. But just because it doesn't have your address on it, it's gonna be tricky for ungating.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a W question about the KPF settings right there. Yeah. Honestly, the best way I found to do it is just like Google Docs, honestly, which I wish I had a better answer for you on that, but unfortunately we
a lot of people don't know you can do that, so I would assume that probably changes the day there for whoever asked them. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely too. And guys, if you're new to these streams, basically today is every Thursday at 4 p.m. we do Boxum office hours for Amazon sellers, so you can come every Thursday. And if you want to try Boxum for 2 weeks completely free, just go to boxum.com and you get a free trial right there. Hey, I got an order last Sunday, bought shipping label through Amazon, shipped it out Monday, said delivered by the 29th, but just checked in and it will be delayed a day. Nah, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You shipped on time. You took care of your responsibility.
Yeah, it's not your fault that USPS or whatever was late.
Yeah. If selling FBM and Amazon is on a listing, should you still stay away? If other people are FBMing, then you shouldn't. Or yes, if other people are not FBMing, then you probably won't be able to. Yeah.
Yep. No, Brian, you shipped on time. On-time ship rate is the important one for buy box rotation.
Facts.
Yeah. You're
Yep. You're chilling. Yeah. Doing online arbitrage, what is the quickest way to ungate for multiple brands? Category ungating? Nope. Just, auto ungating for sure. Like we have a big list of auto ungates too on our pages. As well as just, when you find something profitable, just snag 10 of it, honestly, nice and easy. There's really kind of no magic bullet to it with that. Now, the longer you've been around, the more stuff will become auto ungate though, which is an awesome tactic as well.
Yep. If everyone's FBM, can you FBA to win buy box? Yeah, you can. Just if everyone else is FBM, you might as well make money faster. Might as well join the party. But yeah, you definitely can. Make sure it's not like hazmat or something. Make sure there's not like a reason why everyone else is hazmat or everyone else is FBA. But if there's no real reason for it, then yeah, you definitely can.
Yep. Where can I see the past live streams where I could see some questions that I've asked previously? If you go to either of our YouTube channels and go to the live tab, you'll see it on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
See hundreds of hours at this point. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Across 3 years too. Yeah.
Been doing FBM. Got your first sale. Calculated all at $6. Shipped to Oregon. Cost you 10. Yeah, for £1. That probably makes sense, especially if you're far from Oregon. Yeah. No, so on that order, or next time you get an order, if you don't have one right now, just plug in a bunch of like costs and dimensions and that kind of stuff, and just like write them down so you can have a better idea of estimates on that type of stuff.
Nah, definitely don't ask friends and family for seller feedback. Just provide a good service and you'll get good reviews. But reviews matter a lot less than typically beginners think too. Any suggestions on how to manage FBM inventory? Oh, Boxum for sure. Yeah, Boxum for sure. Best way to provide invoice, how to cancel a couple orders. You could provide that or I'm not really sure what you mean on that. Yeah, specifically.
You shouldn't need an invoice if it's canceled.
Yeah. Especially if someone else is on there. Yeah. I mean, if you're buying it to ungate and it cancels, you can still use it, honestly. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally true. Yeah.
This pack you want to sell on Amazon, there's only one FBM seller on it. It's not necessarily private label. See if it's only been that one seller for like a really long time. Open up a couple other listings of that same brand and see if it's the same seller. Just kind of like try to get a feel for if that brand is being kind of hogged by a certain seller. It might have some kind of contract on it. But if it's only like an FBM seller, I bet it's not. More often you'll see like one FBA seller where it's like a controlled private label type listing.
Ooh, this is a good one here. Best niches. This time of year, shoes, clothing, sporting goods, beauty, really anything giftable, seasonal grocery, toys for sure. Is everyone going through section 3? The vast majority of sellers are not. Basically like 2% of sellers probably or something like that.
It's a good thing, Uriah, because it makes sure that there's not a bunch of people slinging stuff they bought on Alibaba and they're pretending is name brand. And since I'm assuming you're buying legit inventory, you just got to submit that, show them what you're up to, and you'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's they implemented that because 2 Christmases ago was like a nightmare. It's really hard to get sales because we were all competing against people that were actually just selling fake stuff. And so they added that in, and now margins were way higher last Christmas. It'll be even higher this Christmas because of that type of stuff. So it's frustrating right now, but you'll be greatful for it in the long run.
Yep. Is it hard to beat section 3? Nope. I'm scared of that. I sell sneakers, but everything is gated. Watch some of my YouTube videos, man. You'll quickly learn basically nothing is hard gated. Pretty much everything you'll be able to request approval for. Right there. Yeah, dirty slots. You should check out some of my videos on that. Essential supplies to own, poly mailers, labels, printer. Yeah, that part's really easy. Do you source at Walmart? Hell yeah. There's actually a ton of Walmart private label brands that do well on Amazon, which you kind of wouldn't think was the case, but it totally is.
Yeah. Stack some cash back, some discounted gift cards on there as well.
Yeah.
Find a profitable product. What quantity should you purchase? not necessarily like a certain percent, Chris. Just you can look like the data offers tab, see like a good idea, like take a good estimate. The middle chart on SellerAmp shows you like monthly sold. At the end of the day, if you don't know how to estimate it yet, just buy like 10 to 20 of it. If you're confident that it sells, test it out. That's why FBM is so important.
Facts.
So you can get it in, see, oh, I sold my 10 in a day, or oh, I'm selling one every couple weeks. Probably slow down at that kind of thing, right? But you just need that quicker proof of concept, and then you'll kind of see in the data, just kind of have a feel for how fast stuff actually sells.
That boy Noe in the building, yes sir. Let's see. I realized I didn't even put the effect on here. Let's see.
How many units do you have to sell in a month to know if you're doing it right or not? I mean, it's not necessarily like it, that comes completely down to how much you're spending. Yeah, very, very. Yeah, I would say, yeah. I mean, especially at small scale, there's no real point in giving you like inventory to revenue, that kind of stuff. Just keep sending stuff in. If the prices are good, if it actually sells, you'll be fine.
FBM easier to approve? No, it's really the exact same thing. And yeah, Boxum will do your FBM and your FBA listing. Yeah.
I'll take it back. That's love.
Let's see. Can you talks about other websites to get on Ungating? Yeah, all big sites or the brand websites. Yeah, like that. Don't overthink that at all. Like all big websites are the brand websites for that. Yeah.
What up, Thomas? Tommy's been crushing the Instagram game lately.
So, can you buy 10 of the same brand of something, or it has to be the exact same item? I've seen it work with multiple different SKUs, but according to Amazon's rules, you do want to do all the same item.
I think it doesn't have to be, because it doesn't even have to be an item that's on Amazon.
I'm
sure it would work better, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like theoretically, like I've seen it work without it, but in general, for what's gonna make it move,
yeah.
I guess.
You've been storefront stocking like crazy. Rarely see anything or the max cost over $10. That's just like the stores you're looking at then. Just start from like any of the profitable items we've sourced on video on YouTube recently and just go from there.
Yep.
Try to see what you can find on sale based on what the people are already selling, that kind of stuff.
How do you get invoiced in big sites? You just use the receipts, honestly. No need to edit stuff. Like that's a complete waste of time to edit stuff. Recommended sourcing method, storefront stalking. I actually posted a good video on about it like 45 minutes or 50 minutes ago. Right there. That's going to be a great way to get started. Is it normal to find products at the same price on Google? 100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, most stuff won't be profitable, but everything's profitable over time. If you look at enough stuff, a lot of stuff will become profitable. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was ripping a little sourcing video earlier, 200 or so in profit in 15 minutes. You guys got this. Good reprice. Yeah, Lee, man, you could check like Be Cool or there's lots of good ones out there you can try.
Yep. What items should we list as FBM? Whatever listings you can see other people making money on it on FBM. Do you have a listing procs FBA or FBM video? Yeah, check out my Boxum tutorial, man. Yeah, just search on YouTube. Flips from Miles Boxum or just Boxum tutorial.
Yep. Why didn't you count cash back as profit on SellerAmp? Good question. It's because it doesn't always hit. Like when you do gift cards, you immediately made your profit as soon as you buy it. The coupon, you've immediately made your profit, right? A lot of times cash back, they might, they don't want to pay out every time to resellers or whatever it is, right? So just treat it like bonus money. You don't want to bake it in and then it doesn't hit your account for some reason, and then you're relying on that to actually make money.
Yep. Sweet. Oh, cool. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Damn, I didn't even peep it, Alex. Alex, what's your Twitter? Where do I start? Go on YouTube and search Flips for Miles free course and start there. Yeah. Flips for Miles free course. Yeah. Free shipping for FBM for standard and economy orders. Yeah. Nice and easy.
Yep. Yeah. Any website you buy from gives you an invoice as long as they send you a order confirmation.
Yep. And the key is if you Google like a lot of procs, they pretty much only come from the brand website. Not in every case, but therefore we know that the emails work right there. Yeah. Go on YouTube and search Flips for Miles free course. Yeah. Heard anything about this? No, it's completely normal, David. I think you and I have even talked about this before, just privately, obviously. It's completely normal for it to take 5 to 10 submissions. And if you submit enough, you'll get approved right there.
Yeah, you're talking about inauthentic. Yeah, usually it's like a time or two for inauthentic, David.
Yeah, couldn't totally be more though. Like it's been way more for me in certain cases. What if estimated sales is lower than the Kiva chart? Yeah, so that's a very, very good question, Chris. Focus heavily on the offer count movement to gauge velocity. all the time you're going to see inconsistencies between like estimated sales and Keepa and everything. Yeah. It had to be delivered the next day, but they didn't buy fast shipping. Why is that? Just probably weird timing respect to your cutoff times. I think just buy on Pirate Ship. Have you ever dealt with an inauthenticity complaint? About 200 of them, I think, combined with Ungating somewhere around that. Yeah. Cool. All right. Appreciate y'all tapping in for this edition of the Boxum office hours. Make sure if you haven't already that you try Boxum completely free for 2 weeks on the Boxum website. You can get a 2-week free trial right there. It'll let you list stuff easier, ship stuff to Amazon easier, FBM, FBA, manage your inventories, know your numbers. Bunch of great features coming soon for that. So take a look at Boxum on our website, boxum.com. Get a 2-week free trial, and we'll see y'all soon. Be great. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Y'all have a good rest of your week. Let's run it up.
Be great.